Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
I gotta tell you what. This is maddening. Maddening. What I have here in my not so nicotine formerly stained fingers. For those of you who watch and listen to Rush Limbaugh, I never did that. No. This is a letter. Here, I'm gonna try and cover up our name. Well, it won't matter. It's from them, and it's certified.
I'm leaving, so it doesn't matter. They can see the address.
But first of all, this letter comes from our county. Our county zoning department.
Again.
This one's great. You're gonna love this. And for those of you guys who don't know our situation, I'm gonna let Mama give you just the tiny 2-second recap, but hold on. You have to watch the whole video because I'm saving something to the end that's gonna blow your brains. If we were not headed to Wisconsin, I'd be talking lawsuit. I'd be talking, I don't know who is gonna have to, but just the 2-second version about the animals and why we're leaving.
Okay, 2-second version. We had animals. County said you can't have animals.
So we got rid of those.
So we got rid of those animals.
And we decided to move.
Yes. Is that 2 seconds enough?
That's pretty good. Here, I'm going to cover this up.
So we got a letter on April 4th. Well, it was dated April 14th. And it said you can't have animals. Or if you don't get rid of them in 30 days. So 30 days would have been May 14th,
but right? We got rid of them right away.
We got rid of them right away. And otherwise you're going to get fined $500 a day. 500.
And before all you nitpicky people out there who just don't like us say, well, why weren't you in conformity beforehand? No, here's the thing. No, I'm kicking the camera because I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the camera. The thing is this, we got this house through USDA Rural Loan Development Program. They said we were okay.
Yeah.
Now, you guys out there going, click, 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 you should have checked. They told us it was okay, it was a government thing, we thought it was okay. We were wrong.
We were
Happy, moving on.
Mistakes made, get over it. So, we just got another letter.
Wait, no, we gotta set this up far better than that, baby.
Okay.
This is way better.
Okay.
So, we're in compliance now for how long?
What is July, May, June, July? 2 months. We've been in compliance.
2 months we've been in compliance.
2.5 months we've been
It only took us about 2 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
To get rid of all of our chickens. Our goats are housed somewhere else. The cow's gone. It's all
the rabbits are gone.
Gone.
Rabbits are actually not considered agricultural, so we could have had the rabbits.
Different story.
Different
Keep
story.
dropping things. Keep dropping things. Okay, because I'm so filled with anger and rage. So we've been in compliance. Yeah. Now, we get this letter here, which I'm gonna just go ahead and tear our names out of it. I'm gonna tear it right out. Here, I'll put Brad and Krista, and you can even see our address. Is there anything there?
And first off, they got my name wrong.
Yeah,
they said Christina.
This is. I think everything here is seeable. They can see that, right?
I don't care if they see the address. We're moving.
Yeah, we're moving. See this? This is the. Here, hold this. This is beautiful.
Just dropping everything.
Final notice.
2 months later.
No, wait. It gets better, baby.
Okay.
No, you got to think about this. There's our address. Final notice. Oh, and they were kind enough to send us the regulations that we're in compliance with.
Highlighted.
That we're already in compliance with. Right. And Michael Yetter. Michael Yetter's zoning department. He sent this. Yeah. Because there will be people out there that are saying that we just made this up and you guys need to just get a life and move on. There it is. Now, here's the thing.
Spade? I think that was a spade.
Maybe I'm in a no BS mode.
You are in a no BS mood.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I'll take those.
I call these people, all right, keep in mind, we're in compliance for 2 months and change. Please, Mama, you're making this anticlimactic.
Sorry. I'll just let you tell the story.
I will bring you in when my blood pressure goes down, okay? Or maybe you can just calm me down. Maybe pet me like an animal or something. Okay, here's a scoop.
Your pills, Garth.
Yes, exactly. So, keep in mind, we made life-changing decisions. We got rid of our animals in compliance immediately. Immediately, okay? We sold our house, and we decided we're moving to some place that will allow for the zoning of these animals. Life-changing decisions. Huge, okay?
Huge.
Now, final notice. So I call these people.
I'm gonna hide it.
Yeah, out of sight. Maybe I'll just calm down.
Exactly.
Okay, so well, I call these people.
No. What happened before you called? The mailman comes to the door. And I was like, oh, no, that doesn't apply to us anymore. Because
she saw that it was certified mail.
And I knew exactly who it was from. I'm like, that doesn't apply to us
anymore. And the mailman's going on.
I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I hate this county.
And I hear this going on from the other room, and I'm like, oh. So I go get the letter. I open it up and I read it. And first of all, they got her name wrong. Number one. Second of all, it's addressed to Mr. Brown. We are not Browns.
And there's not been anyone that has lived in this house
ever
named Brown.
So I call and I ask for Michael. Michael's not here. Why? Because he's on a 2.5-hour lunch break. Thank you, government. I called at 11. He'll be back around 2. He's at lunch. No kidding. So now my blood pressure's getting up there a little bit.
It was really a good thing that Brad called because he was quite polite.
I
probably would have ripped her a new one.
I talked to this secretary who was
no clue
patient
what's going on.
And was irritated that I was irritated, but my voice was calm.
Yes.
I was not insulting or anything.
I wasn't even recorded it.
I was not loud.
No.
I said I am being stern because this is what has gone through our family, and if it was anything else, I mean, think about this life-changing stuff, right? And so she's looking through her records, and I'm going, here's what the deal is. You guys told us to be in compliance, so we did. We did. We are selling our house. We're moving out of the stinking state, and we're taking our tax dollars elsewhere.
Yep.
And this lady's like, well, why? And so she's trying to figure out what's going on, and she's looking through the records, and this is what happened after I've talked to her, okay? I've talked to her, and she's calmed down, and I've calmed down. I wasn't nasty or anything like that.
Not at all.
Not at all. But this is what happened. Some person who I wonder who they might be, right over
maybe
there.
Yeah, well, we can actually find out.
But I'm not going to. Okay. We're not going to, because you know what? When this video is done, I'm going to take a deep cleansing breath.
Okay.
Because we're moving on.
Yes.
And it's awesome. And I got to tell you what. If it was not for God, this would have been a nightmare.
Yep.
Because this is what happened. We find out that a person made a complaint. That's all that happened. The county did not check.
No.
They didn't look.
They just took the word of some person who complained.
Then they mailed us that first letter.
They didn't even come to our house.
They didn't know.
No.
They had no idea. She's explaining to me, oh, well, when there's a complaint that happens, we send out a letter.
They don't even check.
We changed our entire life because of that letter.
Yeah.
I actually put a call in to Michael 2 times. I didn't get to talk to Michael, so we assumed the letter was good to go. So, we made these big life-changing decisions, right? Now, had this not turned out the way it did, can you imagine how somebody's life would have been destroyed? So, now fast forward to that lovely letter there.
I'm hiding it.
It's good. No, so here's the thing. So I talked to her, she says, well, you know, nobody, they said the county drives by because they're not allowed to go on your property, and then
they can't trespass.
and they take a picture of your in compliance or your compliance. Well, they said there was a
Two problems.
Am I gonna? You
no,
wanna go?
No.
I'm hot, baby.
I know.
You want to?
No, go ahead.
Okay, then smile and wave, boys.
Why am I even here?
Okay, and she's poking me. You guys are getting irritated at me when it's really, you don't know the buttons she's pushing. And she's doing it on purpose. Smile and wave. So, the lady tells me that they try to take a picture from the road, but because there were children, our children, playing in the yard, they don't do that. So they sent out, they assumed, what she said was they assumed that we were in non-compliance, and then they get the legal ball rolling. They get the legal ball rolling without knowing if we have the animals or not. So then, the next form of communication we get is the final notice. And this is funny, because about 5 days ago, just before we got that letter,
you and Jonathan saw,
we saw a red truck kind of hanging out in front of the,
yeah.
And I'm like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
And
we thought they were just like watching our kids, and
because we thought it was the health department.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're like, what are they doing? So I went out to go talk to them, and they drove off.
Yeah.
And so evidently that was them trying to get visualization of whether or not we were in compliance or non-compliance. Now keep in mind, they had already mailed this letter. When that truck was there, the letter was already in the mail that we were in default, final notice.
The funniest thing about that, they can't even see our backyard from the road, even if there were no children.
The way the houses are arranged,
yeah,
you can't see them.
The trees are blocking, that nobody can see anything from the road.
Yeah, there's a complete barrier of bushes in our neighbor's yard. So the point is this, without any, let me just sum this up. Without any knowledge or proof of anything, they sent out a letter saying that we had to be in compliance. Mind you, they don't know if we're in compliance or not.
They didn't even know if we had animals to begin with.
So they mail this letter that will change somebody's life. Then, without knowing whether or not anybody has seen animals or even know if it's true, they mail out the final notice. Then they go to check, but there are kids playing in the yard, so they don't know. Nobody's called us, mind you.
No.
Nobody's called us, not one phone call.
No.
Now, for those of you who are...
God forbid they come to the door. I mean...
Okay, so I'm gonna calm down, because what was intended for evil, God is using for good.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you what, this is the important part, guys, not all that stuff, because it's funny, because so many people will watch like 5% of a video and they'll start commenting not knowing what the heck they're talking about.
Right.
And so this is the important part of the video, not that. That's government being government, and they need to pull their collective heads out of their collective hoo-haws. But
and
they won't.
Get out of your business.
Right. But that's a whole nother topic.
Right.
The point is this. Had this been another family who doesn't rely on God, have a spiritual backbone, they would have been eaten alive. They would have moved out of their house. They would have lost equity in their house. It would have been money. If they could even get another place. People don't understand. We had that cow for our daughter Grace.
Yeah. And
for her health.
Yeah.
And so
she's not well, by the way.
We're getting her better.
Yeah. It's just...
The point is this, guys. What somebody intended for evil, God flipped it on its end and said, you know what? No, I got you. And while I know you're irritated right now, Brad, calm down. God's going, calm down. I got this. And he had already provided for us even before we knew that all of this government stuff had been messed up.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of funny that we get to share this with you guys, because it's just such it's a comedy of errors. One thing you make in your life, you make a decision based on limited information, right? You have limited information in front of you. We knew that we have to get our daughter healthy food, and that means we're going to go raw milk, raw food. That's how it's going to be for her. It has to be.
Yeah.
And so when the possibility of living here was taken away in our mind,
yeah,
what is the logical conclusion? Get out.
Right. You got to move.
We tried to call the county twice. No response. No. I have a letter saying you're in trouble. My mind clicked. Logic. Get out.
Yeah.
And God provided through all of that. And he had a better plan, which that's awesome too. This whole thing is just so funny. It was all knitted together.
Yep.
But I guess takeaways. Trust God.
Yes.
Just trust him.
I was going to say, check your zoning.
Ain't that the case?
Oh, yes. No. Put your trust in him.
People will fail you.
Oh.
Governments will do government things.
And won't get out of your business.
But he's got your back, no matter what.
Yeah.
And for those of you guys who are just going, you know, I'm an atheist or whatever, trust me when I say I promise you, we're not trying to exclude or make you guys feel alienated or weird or anything.
No.
This is just who we are.
Yeah.
And
take us as we are. This is who we are. On camera, we are the same people.
We're not acting.
We're not acting. We don't play these people on TV.
No.
This is who we are.
We couldn't make this stuff up.
Are you freaking kidding me?
So, as we finish this 16-minute video,
Rant.
you guys had to see it from the whole perspective, but thank you for those who've been supporting us. Thank you for those who have been praying for us. Thank you for our patrons and our friends and all of that, guys.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, I mean, without God and you guys, this would have been a whole different challenge.
Oh, man. Yeah, just your prayers and well wishes and concerns.
Thank you.
We are so grateful to all of you.
So, where's that letter, Mama?
No.
No, I want the letter.
No, I'm going to.
Please give me the letter.
I'm going to hold on to it.
I want
prosperity.
You think I'm going to do something damaging to the letter?
You're going to tear it up.
She knows me all too well.
Yeah.
I guess we're not tearing up the letter.
Look,
don't.
They put my name wrong. You see this?
But then they mailed it to Brown's.
Mr.
Whatever.
Brown's.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. I'm Brad.
See? And I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing day. In spite of stuff.
Right.